Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing the patch notes for the new Space Hunt event, as well as I have a link down in the description down below for you to check out so you can see everything that we're going to discuss. So we're going to cut to more of the actual buffs and nerfs right away, and then I'll cover the new game mode, and if you're interested, some of the skins and heirlooms at the very end. But I just want to cover what I find most important, so let's get into it. We're going to get into the Valkyrie changes, but I figure we just kind of go in a little bit of order. But trust me, there's some big ones coming. So the gold weapon rotation, I don't think I saw Mozambique nerf. So it looks like we're actually getting gold Mozambique in the rotation, as well as P2020 Akimbo, EVA 8, Flatline, and G7 Scout. Next up, it looks like the loot bin reset has had a little bit of adjustments. Nothing like too crazy, it seems like. They added the announcer voice line to let people know that, hey, loot bins are going to reset. Reduce spawn rate for some high value loot, backpacks, hop-ups, gold attachments after reset. If the loot bin is open just before the reset happens, loot from that bin will be thrown out onto the ground, ensuring players can grab desirable items instead of these items being deleted. Legendary loot bins will roll fewer gold items via smart loot when opened. Mythic loot bins will roll larger healing items more consistently. Updates to legendary gold bin spawning logic, which reduces the number of spawned gold bins and more consistently distributes them across the playable space. So the dev note here, they said you should be rewarded for surviving to the late game. More consistent access to high value loot with loot bins has been a great reward. However, the rewards are too generous. I mean, yeah, I've seen loot bins where you get like 4 gold helmets or like, unlimited seems like bags. It's crazy. So they've reduced the rates of best items that end the loot chase too soon and to maintain the value of continuous looting after loot bin resets. Additionally, no one loves the experience of looting a loot bin and seeing something they want only to have it reset and slam in their face. Getting that loot onto the ground ensures you get the full value of the loot regardless of the reset timing. So it's a nice change. Loot ticks, they changed them to greatly improve. So they remove white and blue rarity and equipment from possible loot, increase the chances of receiving gold items. They remove Phoenix Kit and hop-ups from possible loot. Long have loot ticks, I think it said loot tips, has been underwhelming. They've increased the power to be more on par with other more recent sources of high-tier loot acquisition. So I know everyone wants a Havoc Nerf, so this is a nerf. They removed the turbocharger from it. So they said even after the most recent round of nerfs, Havoc is still overperforming compared to other weapons, removing its high-value chase item intended to tamp down its power level. I think this, I guess it kind of helps. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, it's been like tweaked over and over and over again now, so I wonder if this is kind of it. They buffed the R99 in the care package. Damage fall off at 11 plus meters increased to 11. What does that mean? The damage fall off at 11 plus meters increased to 11. I don't know what that means. Why does that not read correctly to me? So before the damage falls off plus meters, like it scales, and now it's just maybe a flat 11. What? Why does that not click for me? Damage fall off at 11 meters, increased to 11. Okay, well, I don't know why it's not clicking in my brain, no matter how many times I read it. And they also improved the recoil. So, I mean, I assume this is supposed to be a buff. I assume. I make the assumption. Now, ammo that spawns with weapons will now always be a single brick, but with twice the ammo. Dev note, previously there was a 70% chance to spawn 2 separate ammo bricks and 30% chance to spawn only 1 when a weapon spawned with corresponding ammo. We've changed to clean up the number of items in the ground and slightly increase the ammo economy. That's good. It's a healthy change, I know. Especially in the new modes when you keep spawning in, the ammo has been a little rough. Pop-ups. Reduce spawn rate of gun shield generator, and they removed turbocharger from loophole. That makes sense because they removed it from the Havoc. Ultimate accelerant. So it looks like they are changing its rarity to purple. It was blue. They reduce the spawn rate and they increase movement speed while using it. So they feel that ultic elements are in a tricky spot. The power is clear to some players, being able to chain multiple ultimates in a single engagement, while other players leave them on the ground and favor other loot. We want players to understand the power that comes with ultimate accelerants, but we also don't want to mess too much with the careful balancing act that comes with legend utility timing. This change aims to decrease the cadence in which they can be used while making their power more obvious and convenient to access. This is a nerf to a lot of legends, who definitely rely on having their ultimate for every single fight. It's going to be a little interesting to see. Like Vantage, Watson, Bangalore, Revenant, so many. Okay, next up is Legends. Fused, hard cap the max radius of the scan area to be 450 plus 50% of default ring / flat surface. So they capped it to make sure that it wasn't being abused going forward. They disallowed mortar targeting on multiple objects when the player's control to prevent perfect setups. So that we gave Fuse the ability to see enemies inside the mortar ring as a quality of life improvement. The scan area would scale as large as necessary to match the area of the ring. This had an unintended side effect of giving every large scan area when shot on tall objects. Our intention for the ult is to primarily be an area of effectability, not an information gathering ability. Fair, I'm pretty sure we all understand that. But we know that it's been abused, so I get it. Rampart, they lowered delay before you can re-enter Sheila turret, it's like a turtle, 2.15 second, was 1 second. Interesting. Wow, that's a buff, interesting. Revenant, Fort Shadows, nerf. Reduce health to 50, was 75. Activation time doubled. Wow, okay, finally. I mean, still, it's a lot of health, but I mean, it can't, otherwise, if you remove it too much, then I guess what's the point, right? This is, okay, this is where a lot of the buffs are. Oh, man, Valkyrie's now a recon legend, was skirmisher. Full tank upgrade now includes a 50% reduction to refuel delay to 4 seconds. It was 8 seconds. Okay. Yeah, that saves half the time. Okay. Gains threat vision through jetpacking. Stays on until feet hit the ground / zipline. Because I mean, yeah, you're a recon legend. Jetpack UI now has a refuel delay timer. That's good. At least you know. Okay, that's good. You know, good change. More agile jetpack handling that feels similar to Valk release. Nice. So we're going back. Various buffs to improve reliability to output from tactical. The move slow stun duration increased by 50%. Wow, that's a massive increase. Mass missile explosion radius increased by 20%. This is gonna really, wow. Minimal attack range decreased by 25%. Can hit enemies that are closer. Okay. Max missile travel time now 4 seconds, was 4.5, so faster missiles. And the fire rate for launching all missiles, now 25, was 18. Is that a buff or a nerf? If they had the fire rate. But again, fire rate for launching all missiles, now 25, was 18. I don't know. We'll see. I need to test this, because, you know, it's not always the number is, you know, higher means better, but I assume with all the buffs that this has to be a buff. Upgrades, they removed Aerial Expert, I guess because they're trying to just give across the board better handling to Valkyrie. Full coverage moved to level 2, added reduced tactical cooldown. New Eyes in the Sky ignores the LOS check on Skydive HUD scan, increases HUD highlighting range by 40 meters. So if we look at the new ones, we see full coverage, like we mentioned, reduced tactical cooldown by 5 seconds, widen swarm from 4x3 to 3x5. So they remove the aerial, increased jetpack. Okay. And then, because that's where full coverage, we see full coverage also got the increase here. Nice, that's pretty good. Now the other one is Eyes in the Skies. Enemies are revealed from further away and through walls. Wow, through walls. Wow. Did I read that above? I guess not. Wow. Jeez, that's going to be great for rotations. That's amazing. I mean, that kind of like gives a reason to actually run Valkyrie. As evac towers rose, Valkyrie's fall from grace was no surprise. After 16 months of everyone having access to macro mobility, we use this mid-season update, I'm mispronouncing a lot. We use this mid-season update to improve all facets of her kit and reevaluate her role as a skirmisher. We felt that gating full utility potential behind upgrades was still an important playstyle decision and power check for someone with a jetpack for a passive. Do you prefer a combat strength gain from jetpack or tactical upgrades? Or you opt for skydiving upgrades that can help you spot good landing location in crowded endgames. Regardless, threat vision while jetpacking or her high dive or skydive, HUD solidify her as a unique recon pick. They can have the ground, eye in the sky. That's really interesting. This has been great so far. Don't worry, there's a lot more. The ranked is going to change in terms of rotation. We have E-District, Olympus, and Kings Canyon. Before it was Storm Point and World's Edge. So now we're trading those out for Olympus and Kings Canyon. Interesting. Duos is going to release on the 17th, so I think that's next week. Available to the end of Shockwave. The new player mode, let's scroll up. At this point, we have to scroll up. Actually, let's talk about ranked. And then we're going to scroll up and talk about the new mode, and then we're going to talk about the skins and stuff, because that's, in my opinion, least important. Ranked has gone through many different layers through the years, and of course, every player has their favorite rendition. At the end of Upheaval, we stopped baking you ranked cakes and started baking you rumble pies. It was a limited run, and some of you ate pies, but realistically, everyone that comes to the cake shop is there for cake. Oh, wow, a lot of metaphors. To cut the metaphors, our very first ranked rumble was met with rumbles. Yeah, I don't think I even played it. It didn't deliver or align with why you were playing ranked. Grinding for that sweet icing RP, you let us know about this misalignment, and it was reflected in our participation data. We set to create, I guess, yeah, it makes, I don't know, how many of you guys were playing Rumble? We set it to create a competitive experience that would offer a different flavor, and we missed the mark. Rank Rumble will not be going live today, which is good. I'm glad they're reevaluating. We're taking offline to rework some of the fundamental systems to allow for following goals to be achieved. Rank Rumble should add to the existing rank experience, not substitute. I agree, yeah. Provide a way to earn bonus rewards for competing directly against other players in your tier. Yeah. Provide an opportunity for meaningful competition and comparisons once you've reached your skill gap. Capture some of the top Predator placement magic at every rank tier. Create some of the best matches that rank has to offer by offering or bringing more players. I think offering too. More players together. Create more opportunities for us to gather and respond to feedback. Yeah, it just was missing the mark. Where at one point it almost started feeling like pubs. And I remember I didn't enjoy it and I didn't go for the next one because it just didn't really feel fun. I don't know. So let's go all the way to the top. Here we are at the top. The reason I paused on this screenshot here is that, well, you can see that there's a new LTM and there's the ring area here. And so there's a lot to talk about there. As well as in this trailer at the very end, there is a new, it looks like a Universal Heirloom and a lot of skins. Now, my financial situation has changed quite a bit, so I don't think I'm going to be able to buy this and cover it. But if there is enough comments that you guys want me to cover the heirloom, then I may consider it, but it has to be like an overwhelming amount because I've never been too crazy about skins, but I cover them based on what the search results are saying and what you guys are wanting, right? It's been my honest feedback on that. But the exciting part here is that there's a new mode, which is why I'm kind of highlighting this screen right here. Because this new mode introduces 60-player, 20-squad Battle Royale experience Knockout. It's an objective-based competition. Squads must capture zones and collect Evo to rack up points. The 5 lowest scoring squads, so it's important to get Evo. That's interesting. So damage and capturing zones. The 5 lowest scoring squads are eliminated after each round. So every point counts. Enjoy infinite respawn, so encourages fighting from the looks of it, until the high-stakes sudden death at the end. After 3 rounds and final 5 squads are redeployed for an all-out battle royale, the only one squad will emerge victorious. Will your squad be the last one standing? So this is a limited time mode from the looks of it as well. And I think that's exciting. Hey, non-stop fighting sounds really great. I am all for it. Now, for a limited time, this is Imp Knockout Trials. To permanently unlock 2 pivotal legends, you can unlock Crypto and Watson. Featured legends will unlock to be free to play. So there you go. I mean, of course, I'm going to be biased. I love Watson, and I know Crypto's gotten a lot of buffs. These are the skins that are coming. I'm not too crazy about them. Maybe this fits your style. I don't know. You know, I've always been very pretty lax when it comes to skins, so I know this is always in the eyes of the beholder. Maybe something sticks out to you. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. And it looks like they have the weapon skins as well. They look, you know, they're okay. I'm just, I don't know. I don't really have much of an opinion on them. I mean, yeah, I just wanted to showcase them. And I'm going to show the case of Universal Heirloom. The one thing that stuck out to me, I do like the, is that R3 or Volt? Either way, I do like that one. That's kind of nice. What's interesting about the Universal Heirloom here is that after you get eliminations from the looks of it, it maxes out at 5 and resets after each match. And of course, if you get Kill Leader, then you get different holographic triangles on the Serpent Sting and different like effects, which is kind of nice. And I think that's pretty cool. I don't really know how that's going to look in game, which is why it's going to require a little more time to kind of show this off, because you're going to have to go get eliminations to really see it. And that's kind of where that's at. This is a reward shop. And remember, all of this is down in the description down below for you to check out. If that interests you, if you're interested in that, you can definitely go look at that. Let's go all the way down to bug fixes and quality of life. Let's take a look. So DirectX 12 fixed an issue preventing Apex from working on 3rd gen Intel PCs. Fixed a long-standing bug that would cause servers to crash. Fixed a rare case where you would get crushed when mantling over a loot bin. I hadn't experienced that, thank God. Limited loot bins would no longer spawn near each other, so that's what we were talking about earlier. Low ammo indicators will no longer spam while you're armed, thank you. Minimap icons are for use / empty perk loot bins will no longer display. That's a good change. I guess it says it's a bug, but it seems like that, yeah. R99 restored to care packages and mixtape. Did they fix the Watson bug? Now I think about it. I don't know why, that's just because I saw mixtape. Restored ADS red dot while using Celestial Sniper longbow skin. Okay. Restored zipline upwards from the 2nd floor of Watson Pylon or on Storm Point. Teams with all max player levels can no longer interact with Evo Harvesters. That's good. Wait, I don't know if that's good. Oh, teams with all max. Okay, I was about to say, like, what about the people who are max? Vastly reduce the likelihood of being in a constant state of rubber banding. Good. Yeah, good. Loot bin reset. Fixed a rare crash relating to opening the mythic loot bins after reset. There's no Watson change. Unless it's down here. Let's... Hold on. Yes, there it is. Okay, resolved an issue with health regen and mixtape. Thank you. I appreciate it. Emergency power upgrade will now affect teammates and ult Accels. Oh, wow. Wow, that's pretty cool. I thought emergency power already did affect teammates. But ult Accels is different. I assume that's a bug. Okay, that is a bug. Good. New Castle Swift Shield upgrade now works as intended. Mad Maggie's passive will now trigger when hitting gun shields. Good. Crypto EMP no longer occasionally trigger while recalling hacks. So I didn't mean to skip down. I just got a little excited. Let's make sure we didn't skip anything else. Teams with all max level players can no longer enter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I covered it all. Just making sure. The loop bin reset. Fixed rare crash. Loop bin reset warnings when spectating now shown at correct times. Okay. Quality of life. Added the ability to manage your inventory while healing and ziplining. Good. Valkyrie can now cancel her tactical by melee punching. Good. E-District added assets to aid in climbing up walls in certain areas. Added 2 survey beacons to the north side of the map. Electro Dam spillway slope can now be traversed upwards. I like that because it was a very hard spot. You could only go up the left and right side and it was pretty brutal. Like it was a long way to get up there. Ground loot and loot bin count has been increased. 100 loot bins have been added to... Wow, that's a lot of loot. Good. Buses have ground loot. Yay. Various buildings have had their ground loot significantly increased. Reduce the amount of possible... Dude, this map is going to be great. This is great. I mean, I already enjoyed it, but now... Wow, this is crazy. Relocated Blossom Drive's crater to the far west side. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. Resolved a number of additional bugs and rat spots. So they made it easier to use stretch res with DirectX 12. Setting this value to 1 as a launch argument, such as if you like stretch res and you want to play DirectX 12, there you go. They fixed some performance issues for quad CPUs that introduced upheaval mid-season. GPU performance optimizations for rendering FX-like legend abilities. Oh wow, this is actually kind of nice. I wonder, I'm gonna drop this to low. We got to do a comparison to that. If that's pretty impactful, that's gonna be really nice. Like really nice. This one, we're going to have to actually do like a short and actually compare what this looks like. So I'm excited to try that one. I think this is everything when it comes to the patch notes. If you enjoyed the video, again, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all of your support on the channel. Sorry this is a little late. I had to read through it a couple times and just kind of get some, the order in which I wanted to do it. I wanted to change the order for patch notes. I'm excited. I'll see you guys on Saturday's stream, and we'll see you guys on the next one.